What is a drug recognition evaluation in Ohio? I'm Shawn Dominy. I'm a DUI lawyer with the Dominy Law Firm in Columbus, Ohio, and this video is going to answer that question. If an officer suspects that a driver is under the influence of drugs, the officer does some tests at the roadside before the arrest, but what we're talking about here are additional tests that are done at a police station or at a jail after the arrest. These tests must be done by a certified DRE, and DRE means Drug Recognition Evaluator or Drug Recognition Expert. Whichever term you use, to get that certification, they have to go through certain training. And that training is a 72-hour course, and it's in 3 parts. The first part sounds kind of funny, it's called preschool, but the second part is called classroom. And then the third part is in the field, where they have to observe like 6 DRE evaluations being done and do 6 of their own. And 72 hours in doing that work in the field may sound like a lot on one hand, but on the other hand, they're doing tests which are pseudo-medical examinations. So when you put it in that context of the kind of training doctors and nurses go through, 72 hours isn't a whole lot. Now, when they do this evaluation, it has 12 steps. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but they call it a 12-step program. When they do those 12 steps, they have to do them in a certain order, and they have to do them a certain way. Now, at the Dominy Law Firm, we have the same manual. Those 12 steps are listed on our website, so you can see each one of them, but generally, they are evaluating things like eyes, muscle tone, and vital signs. They also, as part of the 12 steps, do a breath sample to see if there's alcohol in the person's breath, and they ask for either a blood or urine sample so that can be tested later at a crime lab. Now, the drug recognition evaluation is a little bit more complex than the standardized field sobriety test, and they do go through more training. The field sobriety test training is like 24 hours. This is 72 hours. Well, here at the Dominy Law Firm, we've gone through the training for field sobriety testing, and we have the manuals that they use for A-RIDE, and we have the manuals that they use for this, the drug recognition evaluations. So we know if they've done those 12 steps correctly, or if they've done something incorrectly, which can get the test thrown out or affect its credibility in court. If you have a case where you're charged with drugged driving and there was a drug recognition evaluation done, we can help with that kind of case. If you like our help, there are a couple ways you can call us to talk about representation. One way is to call the number on the screen, and the other way is to submit a contact form on our website. In any event, we hope this information has been helpful.